Whatever happened to Tyler Hansbrough? Or this guy, Gerald Henderson, where did he go? Now, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't heard either of their names mentioned in a long time. But I've got a pretty wild story involving both of them and what they're up to now. Before I get into the podcast part of this, let me lay down the backstory for both players. So it's safe to say Tyler Hansbrough's brightest basketball days are probably behind him. But before he was playing in the NBA, this guy was a big deal at UNC.
That jump shot for Hansbrough. Little rocker step and takes it in for the jam.
He became the only player in ACC history to earn first-team All-America honors as a freshman, a consensus first-team All-American as a sophomore, and as a junior, he was named the consensus National Player of the Year. He got his number retired at UNC in 2010. During the same time Tyler Hansbrough was making a name for himself at UNC, Gerald Henderson was doing the same at Duke.
Smith. Oh, got Henderson. Holy cow. He went up about 12 feet.
During his junior year, Henderson led the team in scoring on the way to a first-team All-ACC award and ACC tournament championship. Now, you guys probably remember this happening, but if you don't, here's what went down. On March 4th, 2007, during a game between Hansbrough's UNC Tar Heels and Henderson's Duke Blue Devils, there was 15 seconds left on the clock in a game that was already decided. Henderson committed a hard foul on Hansbrough and his elbow connected with his face. It was a pretty nasty collision. Hansbrough's face was bleeding profusely. Hansbrough left to the training room. Henderson was ejected. Many called it a dirty play on Henderson's part, and Hansbrough was rightfully angry. And, well, if you guys don't remember, just watch here.
Man, Hansbrough gets right back in for another rebound. Oh, watch out. He took a shot to the face.
And you know, he is a tough guy. He's hot, but he took a shot there, and the blood is coming out, so he's not going to be shooting these free throws.
So obviously some bad blood between the two, but they'd ultimately both make it to the NBA. In the 2009 NBA draft, Gerald Henderson was selected 12th overall by the Charlotte Bobcats, and Tyler Hansbrough was the next pick at 13th overall, going to the Indiana Pacers. Now, there were big expectations for both of these players, being that they were both top 15 picks in the draft. Unfortunately, things didn't end up working out so well for them. Hansbrough never really found his footing in the NBA, and after 7 seasons, he fell out of the NBA and is now playing professionally in China. Henderson, on the other hand, has bounced around the league for the last 8 seasons, also never really finding his groove in the NBA. Most recently, he was waived by the 76ers in 2017 and opted to undergo an operation on his troublesome hip and is currently a free agent. So, safe to say, things aren't going very well for Gerald Henderson either. With Gerald Henderson and Tyler Hansbrough's basketball careers both sliding, the two rivals decided to reunite, but in a different way this time. And in early December 2017, they launched their new weekly podcast called Tobacco Road. The show, so properly fitting, studies the rivalry between UNC and Duke, and features coaches, players, and other guests with ties to Duke or UNC. The very first episode was titled The Incident. It opened with 14 minutes of Gerald Henderson and Tyler Hansbrough giving their accounts of the 2007 game that I showed you guys earlier. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about their podcast, but if it's something that interests you, you can check it out on iTunes. Anyways, that's a pretty crazy chain of events that led to them having a podcast together. I don't think anyone saw this one coming. I know I didn't. And well, hopefully their podcast careers end up going a little bit better than their NBA careers did. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want more content like this one, hit the subscribe button below and check out my other videos. Post a comment below if you've got a weird or funny NBA story you'd like me to do a bit on next.